Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider. Today we're looking at two keyboard cases from Zagg, the Slimbook Go and the Ruggedbook Go, both offering great protective cases and detachable Bluetooth keyboards for your latest generation 2020 iPad Pro, both the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch. Both these guys are very similar. They're very functionally the same, though there are slight differences. As you can see from the Slimbook Go on the top, it is a little bit more svelte, has different materials, and just takes up a little bit less space than the Ruggedbook Go on the bottom. Really, you can see around the corners and ports that extra TPU material that can help it withstand drops from up to 6.5 feet. You can also see the different materials on the outside, whereas the Slimbook Go in the front uses a more fabric-like material, and again, that TPU and plastic being used on the Ruggedbook Go. The Ruggedbook Go is just a little bit thicker, a little bit heftier, and offers a little bit more protection if that's what you're looking for. Honestly though, we prefer the Slimbook Go between the two. Both of them have the same keyboards, which is great because they are very solid keyboards. The keyboards feel great to type on. There's a solid amount of key travel, there's only a small amount of lateral key movement or wiggle there, and they have a full function of keys along the top. The only thing that really takes a little getting used to is the round keycaps, and we've seen this before with Logitech keys, and it's not bad by any means, but if you kind of had a tendency to hit more of the corners of keys, and on an Apple keyboard they're so solid that you can hit those corners and it hits down perfectly, if you're hitting on these round keys, you might just find yourself kind of in the middle or spaces between or just falling off of the edges. As I mentioned, there's that full row of function keys along the top. The only thing we're missing is the brightness controls for the iPad, but still it's above what Apple offers on any of their keyboards. Looking specifically at the Slimbook Go, our favorite of the two, it just looks sleeker. I love kind of this microfiber material on top of the keyboard, just around the body there, and the material on the outside. It houses the pencil though on the inside of the case, which is good because it doesn't ever get knocked off or fall out, and it actually is held in magnetically as well as just kind of having that groove that it fits into. You can't really see it on video, but as we do put it in place, it just kind of snaps in there, which is nice. And of course, as the case closes, it meets that recessed little ridge on the keyboard itself, so they kind of just mesh together there. But that ridge is also useful for while you're working, because you can easily set either a regular pen and pencil or your Apple Pencil right there, so it doesn't roll away. So it's always at your fingertips ready to go, and you don't have to house it in the groove. Now looking at the stands, and the stands really apply to both of these guys, but they've done just an amazing job with these. I really like them. It actually just folds out from the back there instead of coming from the middle, and it gives overall a much slimmer effect than a normal kickstand that just projects out from the middle of the iPad. There's a ton of angles there that you can adjust to, and it feels very strong and sturdy. And it's great because that keyboard is detachable. You can prop your iPad up and put that keyboard on your lap or even just a little bit further away so you're not so cramped together. The Slimbook Go is just very sleek. It's absolutely our favorite between the two, just for the choice of materials, and it does cover the entire iPad, so it is going to be very protective, even if it doesn't have the 6.6 feet of drop protection that the Ruggedbook Go has. Unless you're taking this out to a work site, this should just be fine for most people. It does work on battery because it is a Bluetooth keyboard rather than using the smart connector, so you do have to charge this guy up when you are using it. It charges over USB-C, which is great because it's USB-C, but bad because it is one more device to charge, whether or not you're going for the Slimbook Go or the Ruggedbook Go. If we look at the Ruggedbook Go for a second, we'll look at a few of the differences you can expect aside from that added drop protection. So one, you don't see that groove along the bottom. It's now just here along the top, and it protects the Apple Pencil while allowing to charge, which is nice because you can both protect it and charge it at the same time there. You can see the back has this different material, this kind of herringbone kind of look to it, and it does show your fingerprint oil kind of easily. You can see already just kind of touching it, but that's easy still to wipe off. It is plastic with that TPU rubberized material all around the edges. Use the same stand so you have that same degree of versatility, being able to detach the keyboard, prop the iPad up, great for just watching stuff or getting work done. Now while that keyboard is still detachable, it props itself up in a little bit of a different way. And honestly, this is my favorite feature of the Ruggedbook Go. I love that just little bit of edge and that angle for when you're typing all together. Just gives it a little bit more practicality and feels a little bit more like a desktop. But regardless of which one you choose, both of these are excellent cases, covers, and keyboards for your iPad Pro. They may lack the trackpad of the Magic Keyboard, but they're far less, and they're quite functional. If you want to grab these or a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to go along with it, find some links down below in the description. Hey everyone, did you guys like that video? Be sure to click on that like button so we can create content that we know that you guys want to see. And follow AppleInsider on all social media channels.
If you want the best prices on any Apple gear, check out the Apple Insider Price Guide that is updated daily. And until next time, we'll see you later.